Next, let's discuss privileges of a holder in due course. That means what kind of benefits, what kind of privileges are being given to holder in due course. One is the presumptions. Presumptions are being discussed under section 118 of Negotiable Instrument Act. So under the presumptions, the first assumption is the that every holder is a holder in due course. The person who holds the bill is a holder in due course. The burden of proving his title does not lie on him. That means the person who is a holder in due course need not to prove that he has taken the negotiable instrument in good faith and without having any knowledge about the defective title of the instrument or other things. So the a qualified holder in due course can file a suit in his own name in case the other parties default in paying for the instruments. Next is the inchoate stamped instruments covered under section 20. Inchoate stamped instruments are those instruments which are not yet complete. Some part is being left yet to complete that instrument. So a holder in due course can fill in an inchoate stamped instrument for any amount provided the stamp is sufficient to cover the amount, and the person who has signed and delivered an inchoate instrument cannot plead against the holder in due course that he has made some kind of fraud, he is mistaken or something else, and the instrument must have been completed before it was negotiated to the holder in due course. So all these conditions, all these things can be done in case of inchoate stamped instruments covered under section 20. Next is the liability of prior parties, which is being covered under section 36. So every prior party is liable to holder in due course until the instrument is duly satisfied. It's a very important point to be noticed here that all the parties before the holder in due course which have their respective liabilities regarding the negotiable instrument must fulfill their liabilities until the instrument is duly satisfied. Next is fictitious drawer or pay covered under section 42. The acceptor of a bill of exchange cannot plead against a holder in due course that the bill is drawn in a fictitious name, because the holder in due course holds the good title as good as the title of the holder. So he has taken the instrument in good faith without any knowledge of the defective title of the holder. So he cannot be claimed that holder in due course that the bill is drawn in a fictitious name. No effect of conditional delivery. The other parties to the instrument cannot escape liability on the ground that the delivery of the instrument was conditioned or for a special purpose only, because it is the holder in due course, if he receives the instrument with some conditions, so it loses its features of the negotiability. So the other parties cannot escape from their liabilities that the delivery of instrument was done with some specified conditions or some specified purpose. Next is instrument cured of all defects. According to section 53, a holder in due course serves as a channel to protect all subsequent holders. Anybody who takes a negotiable instrument from a holder in due course can recover the amount from all parties prior to such holder. And the principle lies that an instrument once free from defects is always free. So it is being presumed that if the first holder of the instrument has the good title for that, so the holders after him, means the holder in due course after the holder, would have the good title of the negotiable instrument as was with the holder. Next is instrument obtained by unlawful means covered under section 58. So the person liable on an instrument cannot plead against the holder in due course. That means if any person who has obtained the instrument by unlawful means, the person on this basis cannot plead against the holder in due course. on the ground that the instrument was lost or obtained by unlawful means does not make a person discharged from his liability. Next is estoppel against denying original validity of the instrument, section 120. No maker in a suit made by a holder in due course is permitted to deny the validity of the instruments as originally made or drawn. Means nothing kind of estoppel can be provided to the holder in due course. Next is estoppel against denying capacity of the payee to endorsee. It is being covered by section 121. So the maker of a negotiable instrument is precluded from denying against a holder in due course the existence of the payee and his capacity to endorse. That means every payee of the negotiable instrument, every maker of the negotiable instrument would always be precluded that from the fact that the existence of the payee and the capacity of his endorsement are the valid one. They have this capacity to endorse it and to pay for it. Next is estoppel against denying capacity of the paying to endorsee. That is covered under section 121. The maker of the negotiable instrument is precluded from denying against a holder in due course the existence of the pay and his capacity to endorse. Any person who has the valid hold of the negotiable instrument has the capacity to endorse it, so it cannot be stopped. Next, estoppel against denying signature or capacity of prior parties, section 122. So the an endorser of a bill is stopped from denying against such holder the genuineness and the regularity of the dry signature. That means the signature which is a must condition for a valid negotiable instrument, that is the drawer signature, must be checked through its genuineness and its regularity of the capacity of the drawers to make the signatures on any negotiable instrument.